everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's quick tutorial will show you a step-by-step guide how to create a branch on GitHub, and most importantly, why branching is a superpower for your project. So whether you are a solo builder or you are collaborating with team, branching will level up your workflow. So for understanding this, let's dive in. So basically, a branch in GitHub is like a parallel universe for your code base. It lets you make changes, experiment fearlessly, and like you can add features without the concern of disturbing the main working version. So this makes branching perfect for teamwork, bug fixes, adding new feature, doing experiments, and hot fixes. So in the purple, we can see in the flowchart, it's a branching concept where we have branch definition and then independent line of development and isolated workspace. So basically, it explains that branches are independent line of development that provide isolated workspace for developer to work without affecting the main code base. And if we see the use case of creating a branch or working with different branch, so basically it has four primary scenario where branches can be essential. The first one is feature development. So suppose I'm working on a feature development. So my main working application is working, and now I want to do a feature development. So I can create one branch from the main branch and I start working on the feature development, basically building a new functionality. Then the second use case will be bug fixes. Obviously, we have some defect or bugs in our main working application. So we can create a new branch and we start fixing our bug on that branch. So it will not affect the main branch. So the main functionality or the main product will be as it is, and we will work on the another branch. The third one is experiments. So we can do experiments with our main project by using a newly created branch, and then if it's work, then we can merge this branch into the main branch. And obviously we can also use hot fixes. So if any emergency production fixes required, we can do hot fixes here. Now we will see what are the advantage of creating a new branch and working with the new branch. So the first one is the parallel development. That means multiple team member can work simultaneously. So suppose in our team, one person have to work on the login page, and the second person have to work on the notification feature, and someone is there who is willing to work on the back end. So multiple team member can work simultaneously by creating their own branch, and if they have successfully with their work, they can create a pull request and merge their branch into the main branch. The second advantage can be code isolation. So that means changes don't interface with the stable code. So if you have a main application running and there is a main branch with a stable code, so there will be no changes in the main code. So you will be working on the isolation environment here. And the third one is safe testing. That means the experiment without breaking the main branch. So you can do experiment, you can test any feature, any bug fixes here without worrying to mess up with the main branch. And we have easy rollback. That means if something is not working, we can discard unsuccessful changes easily. And the last one is team collaboration. That means the structured code review and integration process can be happen here if we are working with a team. So for that, you have to create a branch and clone a you have to clone a repository. After that, you will create a new branch, then switch to that new branch, and after that, you will make changes into your codes, and then it may be like adding file and then committing the changes, then push to the remote. So you're pushing the code into the new branch. Then you will create a pull request and you will add description, and you will add a reviewer to review your changes. And if code review goes successful and review completed, then you can make update, and then the PR will be approved and it will merge to the main branch, and you can delete the previous branch you have created for that. Because your work is completed, you can delete that branch.
Okay, so for creating a new branch, we will have to go to our GitHub repository page, and here you can choose the repository you want to create a new branch for. So by default, you can see we have main branch, or we can say our master branch. So currently in this repository for digital well-being health application, I have only one branch, that's a main branch. So I'm working on the product or the project, and I'm pushing the code directly to the main branch. So suppose if I have a specific version ready, like V1 or version 1 is ready and it's working fine or as expected, and now if I want to do some experiment with my project, so if I want to add something, any new feature, or if there is a bug and I want to fix it, so there might be a possibility where I can mess up with my code. So if I want to change something or add something, so I can like create new file and then want to integrate with this the main application, and it can lead to a it can lead to a application running failure. So this kind of thing can happen. So for avoiding this type of things, what we can do, we can create a new branch and we can do our work here. We can add new feature, we can work on a new feature, and if it's working fine, then we can push it to the newly created branch, our code, and then we can merge it to the main branch, so it will reflect on the main product. So here, as we can see, I have only one branch. That's the main branch by default. So I'll go to the view all branch. So I have only one branch till now. So I will create a new branch from here. So I can name that branch according to the uh, work I'm doing. So like if I want to add a new feature, then yes, I can name it as feature. Then suppose I will be working on risk engine or notification part of the app. So I will name it as feature hyphen notification, and the source branch will be the main branch. So I'll hit create new branch. So now as I can see, the new branch has been created. So if I go back, so I can see I have two branch. Currently it is set to the main branch, and then I have the new branch which is feature notification with the same code. So what can I do here? I can simply go to the code drop down menu, and I can clone the repository here, and I can do whatever the changes I want, and then I can push the newly edited or updated code not to the main branch but to this feature notification branch. And if I got the expected result, or if I have added if I will be available, I will be able to like add the feature what I want, and it's working as expected, then I can push the code to this feature notification branch, and then I can create a pull request so that this branch can be merged to the main branch with the new feature added. Simple.
Okay, so we have created a new branch name as feature notification, and now what we have to do is we will clone the same repository So for cloning the main repository, I have copied this HTTPS link. So I have already the main project code into my local system, but now I am cloning this repository into a newly created folder named as digital well-being. That is the project name hyphen notification. That's my branch name, a newly created branch. So here I will use. So I've created this new folder and I'll just clone this repository into this folder. So I'll just write a command git clone and the URL. Okay. So now we can see that all of the code has been cloned to our local folder. So we will go to our main project file, this one. So we can see all of the file is presented here. The remote branch is set to main. So what we can do here, we can do our work. We can create files if we are willing to add some new features, or if we want to just fix a bug, then we can perform the bug fixing in any of the file. So suppose for example, this is the login view.save. So I want to do some changes on this login page. So I'll just use GitHub Copilot agent and I'll just provide a simple prompt to change something in login page. Now he will start adding a more personalized welcome message to the user. So here we can see what the changes the agent had made. So this was the previous code of line which I was using, and this green color block represent the changes we have made. So basically, this changes has been made by the agent. In our source control, we can see that we have this file with changes, and we can see changes comparatively here. So first of all, we will check our default branch, which branch is at default. Now we will run our command git branch. So as we can see, our remote branch is set to main. So for this, what we can do, we can just type a command git branch and then the branch name. So our branch was feature notification. Git checkout. So here we can see in the message switch to a new branch feature notification. So we will cross check that git branch to see which branch is set. Okay, so currently we have two branches, main and feature notification, and as we can see, this star mark is on feature notification. That means our head is on feature notification branch. Now we can push our changes. So we can use the git command for pushing, but first we have to commit that changes, and we can also use the UI part here. So I'll just use the UI part. So I'll stage the changes. I'll provide a commit message, new welcome message, and then I'll commit it, and then I'll click on sync changes, or what can I do is I can go on push here. I'll just click on sync changes and this will give you an alert message. This action will pull and push commit from and to origin feature notification. So just hit OK. So it's saying just the extension wants to sign in using GitHub. Okay. So as we can see, we have pushed our code here. So just go to here, and it's showing feature notification and addition process 3 seconds ago. Okay, now we will see we are in feature notification branch, and here we just refresh this page. We can see that 1 minute ago we have a new commit name as new welcome message into this digital well-being into the login page. So we have made changes in login view.sif. So there is a commit message. You can see the changes we have done here. So this. So basically, this was the main aim to like how can we create a new branch, and then we can do some experiment. We can add some features and bug fixes to the new branch, and we can then test it thoroughly. And if it's working fine as expected, we can create a compare and pull request. So these changes will create a pull request for merging into the main branch. So if we click on compare and pull request, after testing, you have to test it whether it's working or not. Due to adding this feature, any other feature, other existed feature is like impacted or not. So you have to check it thoroughly, and if it's all working good, then you can click on compare and pull request. So it will create a pull request, and you can review this pull request, and if you want, you can merge it into the main branch. So this is the process where you can easily, what you can say, easily experiment with your working application without any fear of messing up the code. And you can perform creating new branch, then editing the file, and then pushing it, and then comparing and creating a pull request, then merging it into the main branch, and you're good to go.